The sun did not shine in our classroom that day. As we took in the lesson our professor conveyed, I sat there with Mary, we slumped there, aghast, as all we'd believed was slowly recast. It was Dr. Bart's class, we'd attended it daily, though his lessons would grate us like an old ukulele. He rose now and said in a voice that was flat, "Yes, Paul wrote this, but he didn't write that." And then something went thump. We arose from our slump. We looked. We saw Dr. Bart go down splat. We looked, and we saw him, the man who wrote that. "I wrote these letters," he said. "They're mine, I speak true. So why pay attention to what he tells you?" And Mary and I knew not what to say, for Dr. Bart had taught us a much different way. Dr. Bart said, "No, you didn't write one. The second's a fraud. Now get out and begone." "I did write them both," said the man with the beard. "To think otherwise is upstandingly weird." Then he turned back with the speed of a skunk. The man who wrote that came back in with a trunk. Then he lifted the lid with a wave of his hand. "Now we'll discuss evidence," said the small bearded man. "I have lifted the lid. Now you see something new. 2 letters. I call them Thessalonians 1 and Thessalonians 2. Both bear my name," the man said with a grin. "Do you disagree?" he asked as he pulled on Bart's chin. "Of course not," Bart growled, his voice surly and mean, as he stood there unmoving like a steel figurine. "And all others outside, they say they are mine? To what author's name do they these letters assign?" "Yours as well," Bart grunted, his hands in his pockets, as his eyes rolled around in their reddening sockets. "Then tell me why, please, and without dramaturgy. Why is it you think Thessalonians 2 is a forgery?" "It warns against forgers," Bart declared with a scowl. "No real author would issue a warning so foul." "Do you jest?" remarked the man, his left eyebrow raised. "Such comments are known from the real letters so praised." "The change in tone," Bart replied. "Surely in this we have the mark of a forger that we cannot dismiss." "How odd," said the man, "that you did not see. That reflects on the state of my addressee." And then the 2 letters, at the man's subtle clue, changed their guise in a spin to perform their kung fu. With that, the man nodded. He left the room with his friends. His point had been made. The conversation did end.
"What's wrong, Dr. Bart?"
You look really pissed.
"Never you mind. Class is dismissed."